You don't have to fight anymore, Everette. Not for me or anyone else. Let me go.
Mr. Constenelli, your match is up next. Please head to the arena now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Pinnacle Pro for tonight's one-on-one exhibition matchup, as Isaiah Snoovens will take on the last technician, Everette Constenelli, and what's been deemed as a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Both men escalated to this matchup via social media, where Snoovens has talked about putting down the old guard in Constenelli. Constenelli has kept to the very same tone he's had throughout his whole career, saying that Snoovens can't even keep him down for 1 fall, much less 2. And here we are tonight for this matchup. Now, Snoovens is a very young, up-and-coming star in this industry today. One of the most powerful men in this industry, one of the most fastest men in this industry, one of the breakout stars of 2019. And Snoovens is going to look to pick up a huge win here tonight. The perfect diamond, as he calls himself. With Snoovens, you have to watch out for that amateur wrestling. You have to watch out for those suplexes. You have to watch out in general for what this young man can do in the ring. However, with Constenelli, there's often a balanced mix of this. You have the striking, you have the technical ability, you have the ring awareness. And experience could play a factor into this matchup. Of course, Constenelli's got a repertoire of his own, a story of his own. Constenelli, a former world champion in his own right, a former tag team champion, a former Supremacy World Wrestling Starlight champion, before ultimately being released. Now Constenelli seeks atonement on the independent scene, trying to rebuild his way back up to who he was. And since on the verge, has hidden himself behind a mask. Whether it be his actual face or whether it be what he's wearing right now, the mask disguises who he truly is, who he feels it. And once it comes off, once the mask is off, the reality sets in. His motivations are quite simple. His motivations are quite in-depth. His main motivation is revenge. Revenge for his parents. Revenge for the one woman he's ever loved in Juliet. Revenge in the sense of his career and trying to reclaim the industry he feels as though is his. Everette Constenelli, a man that's reveled throughout this industry as being one of the most hated, one of the most disliked, one of the most charismatic, I guess, in a sense, in his own way. And since coming back, he hasn't been doing the best. So far, he's 1-3, a bit of a losing streak as of late. As recently, he lost to Kid Fish back for Valiant Independent Wrestling. But now Isaiah Snoovens gonna try his luck tonight, getting caught. And Constenelli has the Armageddon locked in, possibly sending a message to Ryan Giovanni as Armageddon awaits. He's got Snoovens locked in tight. Will Snoovens be forced to tap out? And he is. A quick tap out already due to the Armageddon. The experience factor coming into this match, coming into play as is. And Snoovens already dazed, trying to figure out a strategy here, trying to get back up to his feet. That's the first fall going to Constenelli right there. Snoovens trying to get that arm back in working order. And that just goes to show you how dangerous of a submissionist Everette truly is. As now both men in a lockup. Snoovens taking his time this time. As now a side headlock applied. Into the wrist lock. Elevator wrist lock there applied by Constenelli. Snoovens going with a back wrist lock. He's got it in tight. Pushing him off. And Snoovens getting the upper hand, telling Constenelli to bring it on. Another lock up here. Back waist lock. Constenelli dropping him down now. Got that waist lock applied. And Constenelli showing Snoovens how it's done. Trying to teach him throughout the match. He's got the collar elbow. Snoovens into his own waist lock. And now doing the same thing to Everette now. Taking a page out of that book. Constenelli getting into the head scissors. Got that head scissors wrenched in deep. And using the leg as a way to get the advantage. Collar elbow tie up again. Snoovens has got that bad arm. Hit him with the shoulder tackle. Going into the back waist lock, into the sleeper. Constenelli could be in trouble. Getting out of that. Constenelli has quite a bit of experience with that move, especially when he fought Robert Martyr. Now Snoovens looking for that German suplex. Constenelli well scouted. Gets him with the European uppercuts. Into these elbows. Bouncing him off the ropes now. Snoovens going under. Going under again. Snoovens try to go for the German, but Constenelli, the ring experience coming into play. Hit him with that patented knee. Bouncing off the rope. Snoovens just getting him with the closing. And a 2 count there for Isaiah Snoovens. That huge meat hook clothesline. Taking his head off. As now Constenelli in the corner. Snoovens just raining down the pain. Maybe going after that leg. That leg is still healing after that match with Kid Fish. And he hasn't been at 100% with that leg since coming back. Now Snoovens going corner to corner. Round and round. Bouncing off the rope. Going for a German of his own, but turns it into something else. Going around and around. Showing Snoovens possibly how to wrestle his own style. And that's just that cocky background of Constenelli coming into play. That's now just raining strikes on the top. Hitting them hither and thither. Dropping them down right now into the camel clutch. Very classic wrestling maneuver here. The classic sometimes plays a huge part in Pinnacle Pro. As this is just one of the great halls here in London, England, for wrestlers to go about that classic style. There's now Snoovens getting out of it into the STF. Another very classic hold here. As now Snoovens has it locked in deep. Snoovens is just wrenching down onto that neck as now Everette gets out. Snoovens trying to maybe look for that finish and gets caught into the Dragon Sleep. Snoovens caught into the Dragon Sleeper now could be in trouble. Snoovens he's got to find a way out. That Dragon Sleeper is in deep. A classic move there, even of itself. Constenelli sticking to the classics to wear down Isaiah Snoovens. Sticking to the classics. Here we go. And into that beautiful twisting maneuver there into the cover 2. And a late 2 count there. Frustration on Constenelli's face. Very evident. He's got Snoovens still though. those strikes. Hitting him with the elbows now. Now Constenelli going right back to work, using those strikes to get what he wants. And of course, you still have that ever-lingering threat of Ryan Giovanni. He hasn't made himself explicitly known yet, except by maybe the use of Gerard Bowden, Constenelli's old apprentice, but that's not confirmed. And we also don't know if he's even doing the attacks onto Everette. But regardless, on the last match with Kid Fish, everyone was visited by that visage! That's now dropping him down, sternum first, onto that metal knee brace. That gut buster right there, just driving him down. So now Everett's targeting him, picking him back up. So now got him, going for the butterfly suplex. Now going back around into another butterfly suplex. And into the butterfly DDT, patented maneuver by Constenelli. He put many men away with this move. And a kick out by Snoovens. Snoovens kicking out of that butterfly DDT, but it looks like he's going for that lion tamer. He's trying to put away this match early, maybe weakening the back, softening it up so we can lock it in. That leg isn't at 100%, and maybe he's just trying to get the full rotation over. He's trying to turn him over. Trying to get the move fully synced in. But will Isaiah Snoovens tap out?
Talk to me! Do you want to quit?
Will Isaiah Snoovens tap out? That's the question here, ladies and gentlemen. Constenelli has it in deep. And Snoovens using his upper core strength to get out of that. And now trying to go for something big. Snoovens caught him with the German. German into the huge slam there. 1, 2, and a kick out there by Constenelli. Constenelli in the corner trying to crawl away from Snoovens, trying to recoup after that huge slam. Snoovens in the corner, it seems. Heading towards Everette, bouncing him off. And then caught him up, hitting him with the backbreakers. And then he's got him in the suplex. Suplex position by Isaiah Snoovens. The strike as he dropped him down. And a kick out there by Constenelli. Very competitive match, but Constenelli is still up 1 fall over Isaiah Snoovens. Snoovens could have a huge win tonight if he can knock off a former world champion in Everette, and now going into the backstabber, into that modified crossface. Here we go. Constenelli has that locked in. Crossface applied, trying to bend the spine of Isaiah Snoovens to his will. That spine just compressing and breaking. And the crowd trying to rally Snoovens into this match. Constenelli's got it locked in deep. Snoovens may be forced to tap. Wait a second, quick roll-up cover. 1, 2, and 3. And now the match is evened up. 1-1. Constenelli a bit shocked that Snoovens got that fall. As now both men, according to a traditional English custom, returns to their side of the ring. The fans chanting, "This is awesome." So far enjoying this matchup. as we get ready for the third and final fall. And the referee rings the bell. Here we go. Constenelli telling Snoovens to bring it on, crossing the line in the sand. Snoovens not afraid to rush forward though. And the elbow by Constenelli. And the uppercut by Snoovens. And the elbow by Constenelli. The uppercut by Snoovens. Both men trading shots. And Constenelli swinging for the fences. And now Snoovens with an elbow of his own. Got some strikes going on. Going for a clothesline. But got caught into the shoulder block. Constenelli shoulder blocks. Catching him now. Bouncing him off. Snoovens going over. Clothesline. Into another clothesline. Constenelli in trouble. Into a third clothesline. Now into the corner going for that patented clothesline. This match could be over if he hits that. Will he hit it? Constenelli jumping on there and hitting him with a German of his own. 2. And a kick out there by Snoovens. Now Constenelli looking for that Dear Juliet, that modified version of it. It's got him up, Northern Lights. This is patented Isaiah Snoovens here. Got him up, another suplex, dropping him down. Hit him with a back suplex. Oh no, hitting him with a German. Swinging him around, hitting him with that diamond tester. The strike by Isaiah Snoovens. 1, 2. And a kick out there by Constenelli. Somehow, some way kicking out of that diamond tester. But it seems as though Snoovens isn't done as he's going for the diamond in the rough. And Constenelli getting out of it. Everette going for Dear Juliet. But without the knee brace, will that make a difference? 2. And a kick out. That modified Dear Juliet to no avail. The other knee has been basically useless this whole entire match. He probably couldn't lift it to get that full rotation into the maneuver. But Constenelli needs to keep his head focused and keep his mind on the prize. Both men have hit each other with their patented moves. What is it gonna take for Constenelli or Snoovens to put down each other? Excuse me. As now Constenelli maybe going for a superplex. Snoovens backing him out. Picking him up to his feet. Now Snoovens calling him up. Constenelli caught him. The roll through. Constenelli has him up. Going for something big here. Showed him up to the crowd, but the leg gave out. And here we go. Patented clothesline by Isaiah Snoovens. And this might be it. This might be it. It has him up with a diamond in the rough. 1, 2, 3. And Isaiah Snoovens picking up the biggest win of his career as he puts down Everette Constenelli. What a fantastic matchup for this England crowd between both of these men. Both of these men putting on a show for the audience. Everette now getting up to his feet. What a fantastic performance by both of these men. Neither man has nothing to be ashamed of. But for how long can Everette wrestle at this high level with that bad knee? The fans still believe that he still has it, but does he believe? That's Gerard Bowden, Everett's first ever apprentice in this industry. Both of these men go way back as Nate West coming in from behind his second protege. Both men students of Everette Constenelli. What are they doing out here and why are they targeting Everett? Both of these men, alongside Everett, were a part of the family stable in True One Pro Wrestling in Japan. But it seems as though they don't like their former mentor, their former leader, the man that introduced them into this industry, as now Nate West making his return for the first time as we've seen in a while. Now Gerard entering the ring as well. And it seems like both of these men have a bone to pick with Constenelli. Now Everett's getting up, he's dazed. Gerard Bowden's got him up. He's got him up into the brainbuster. Statements made by Gerard Bowden and Nate West. And it doesn't seem like Gerard is done. But he's got him back up again, positioning him in the ring. Got him up. Gerard Bowden's got him up. Dear Juliet. Right into the knee. What is the meaning behind this attack? Oh, of course. It would be the slimy bastard. Of course it would be him. That's the one behind everything.
Everette Constenelli, you are a disgrace to the Giovanni name, and you're not even blood related. I gave you the blessings to represent me while you're out there making a name for yourself, and you, my apprentice, all along tried to take me out? You son of a bitch. I never should have trusted nor taught you, you slimy, treacherous slug of a man. Now I'm gonna do the world a favor and destroy what I created, and at the same time give you a lesson on which you will never forget. Piss on you, Everett. Armageddon awaits.